Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Wednesday, August 14th, 2019. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/otakushowboat to leave a follow and turn on notifications to be reminded when I go live every Sunday through Friday from approximately 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. Today is going to be more of the same in Factorio, more of the scaling of the base materials. I'm unsure exactly the order of operations we're going to be doing today, because there is a lot that needs to get done. I want, basically, more rubber, more circuits, ergo more glass as well. So, glass, circuits, and rubber are like the three major primary components that I am very much interested in improving the production of at this point in time. Oh hey, Kitty, you're getting up now that I'm talking? Yeah. So, in terms of Factorio development, the update to I forget which one it is again. Which one was it? Raw ores, maybe? Yeah, Raw ores. The one that updated the DRP building to unlock at Mining Machines 3, as well as changing its required recipe components. That has now been pushed live, and yeah, Super Steel was typoed, so that was also fixed when it was released. And that is about it, actually. Outside of that, I have added 3 mods to use for the save. The first one is death markers, just in case. You never know. I have not a single unit of rails yet for this to be a potential problem, but we shall see. Long-term plans here. Long-term plans. Also, fluid must flow. This adds ducts, larger ducts that have a much bigger footprint than the normal 1x1 pipe tiles, but apparently have the throughput of 4 pipes. So one of these pipes apparently can move the full throughput of 4 pipes, and you can convert from regular pipes to ducts, have 4 in, run the single duct, and then have 4 out at a destination, or have 1 out and continue the duct. So that is a interesting concept that I would like to play around with. And then lastly, text plates, just to help with labeling things, I think. It also acts as a bit of a demand on various different types of materials, because text plates actually applies to just about every single material type, including uranium. So you're able to make various different colored plates through all of the various different types of materials. Uh, Please ignore this. This is my personal playthrough. I have robots at that point. A few. About 100, actually, robots at that point. I've just gotten through 2 green science, and I've automated, through robots, the military science. But I'm also, like, cheating on this playthrough as well, so, like, straight up cheating. I bypassed the niobium requirement by giving myself the hydrocyclones that I needed to get the unslimed iron processing going. And while I was at it, gave myself Mark IV machines to use in that whole process. So I have all of the iron output. It's about equivalent, actually, iron output to what I have in my stream save, which we can see here. I have these 3 that have been added. It's 2 lines of iron that's being processed to get the equivalent of what I have here. Oh yeah. So the game was updated. That's a lot of changes to voids. I just loaded the wrong save. Yeah. Play, load. Why did... I was pretty sure I clicked U. Oh, I think it took me back... Yeah, when I hit the sync button and didn't sync, it must have taken me back to the previous save, whatever. So, what got done last time? We're sort of looking at it right here. Last time I did another big block of my mushrooms to output 4 full throughput belts of coal that is then being processed fully into coal gas. So all of this is making something like around the order of 240 units per second of coal gas on this much of a footprint, and it is about 20 or so-ish megawatts of pull when I have all of the modules in. So that is a thing that can get copied and pasted. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. However, it does depend on, having about 160 Falgi plantations, mushrooms, which, yeah, wow, I already almost have enough to just plop another. What? How? Really? Really? That is an interesting concept. That is a very interesting concept. What are all of my robots up to? Still working. Okay, so got all the sulfur I could ever imagine. I could use some of my petroleum for something else. Like more lubricant. That is an option. No, not lubricant. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Sulfuric acid through sulfur is primarily what the petroleum gas is used for. Not like it's used for circuits here, or plastic would be the thing. Plastic would be the thing. Yeah, see, I already have enough plastic for now. I can make apparently refined syngas out of it. I can apparently do straight sulfuric, but it's this chromium requirement that is annoying. I'll need it for chromium cobalt alloy? And this stuff. Methyl isobutyl carbonyl. Paradigmatic resistors. Electric arc furnaces Mark IIIs. Intelligent unit for utility science. Interesting. And then you are quantum computing for space science. Interesting. And production, like all the science packs outside of utility. Everything but utility, and then you get a chain for utility, and then you get a chain for space. That is highly convenient. If you can get this far, that helps change a lot of the dynamics of production, though liquid helium, I know that's a long chain. Just because getting to helium-4 can be a bit of an issue. Purier. Okay, Purier. From helium rich, from liquid rich, from rich, from either pure natural or from high purified, from dry gas, from calcinets, or dry gas steam. Liquid clean air or gas steam from gravel and stone. Regolites! Hey, there's regolites. So regolites are involved in the creation of helium. That's what they're used for. They are used in helium. Partially used in helium because you want the dry gas out of this. Regolites. Powdered regolites, crushed rocks. Yeah, so rocks into crushed, into powdered, into dust, into calcinets, into ore, sulfur, and limestone. Really? I would hope that there would be something a little bit more useful than this, but especially since you can get the dry gas also from gravel and stone. I mean, this gives twice as much in the processing of regolite dust into calcinets, but I don't know, it's interesting. Dry gas steam comes from those calcinets, but it can also come from gas stream, or I guess this is technically stream, dry gas stream, not steam, from activated carbon and liquefied petroleum gas. Liquefied petroleum gas. Petroleum and water and gasoline to get into gas steam with activated carbon giving you aromatics and gas stream into dry gas stream with filtration media very low amounts, of course, into here with ethanolamine, ethanolamine. That's it. Like, how the F do you say this word? It's ethanol, amine, ethanolamine. So, U, A, B, nanotech, yet another thing that should be behind nanotech, ethanolamine, aka, yeah, anyway, enough of that. Enough of that, I'll leave petroleum gas, I think. Petroleum gas. I could combust it, maybe, or do something or other, solid fuel, maybe. Not like I have a use for solid fuel at the moment. Don't really want to spend the chromium on refined syngas, but I might. This could actually eliminate the need completely for filtration media in the making of refined syngas. Speaking of which, what is the filtration media again? It's glass and gravel, pure sand, and activated carbon. Here's the thing. Carbon is the activated carbon needs zinc chloride, which is an issue. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Is your face in frame? I don't know. Sometimes your face comes in frame. You're looking at my lap. Oh, big stretch. Yeah, big stretch. Big tail. There's a tail. There's a tail right there. Right there. Yeah, that's my kitty on the lap. So, yeah, I just don't like the zinc chloride because zinc, yeah. I could ground bore zinc, but I'm trying to look for renewables. Renewables is what I am looking for. And when I see things that need activated carbon, I immediately am like, the zinc's a problem on that. Not so much the hydrogen chloride, not so much the sodium hydroxide, it's all the zinc plates. Speaking of zinc, I was like very limited on the heavy oil coming in for my zinc. Looks like I am getting more zinc, not fully set yet on the zinc, but seemingly better than what it was. Yeah. Better than the 0 going into this. Going into these. What are you limited by? The microchips, which was p-doped silicon, which was ultimately the zinc acetate. So now what's limiting you? Just waiting on the backing up of this, I guess, to get more down this line, to get enough zinc to feed my zinc acetate, to feed enough of the wafers. Alright, that, I guess, is a thing. I could go around and start improving efficiencies, taking the next step, blue science step, on a lot of processes. I've secured my tin, at the least. I've got as much Nextlit as I could ever desire. Titanium, I'm making a lot more iron now that the borax is backed up. So, rubber. Rubber or glass. Rubber and glass are the primary concerns here. In order to get more circuit 1s, I will be limited by glass, primarily. Because circuit 1s will require lots of glass here and here for the vacuum tubes. A lot of glass on the vacuum tubes. So, glass will need slacked lime to do better glass. That's niobium. This is glass. Hey kitty, you're really hot. Speaking of hot, the AC has been repaired and is functional. And when I had said yesterday when the guy was here that it was taking longer because things were frozen, it was a literal block of ice preventing the AC from actually, functioning. Oh, you're leaving me now? Down on the floor you go. So he literally took a torch to it and took over 2 hours to actually melt the ice safely to get the work done. So yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing. Apparently all caused by a leaky valve of some description. I am going to make the assumption that it had something to do with water leaking and freezing. But I could be wrong. Something was leaking. I don't think it was strictly the coolant, because it didn't need a refill on coolant. In fact, we had a guy say that we probably had too much of the coolant in there, the charge, as they call it. So it may have been some water valve that was slightly leaking and freezing over the machine and causing it to not perform. Until the ice melted, which it wouldn't as long as the machine was on. So that's a thing. That is a thing. So glass is moving currently. I want to upgrade. And I believe last time I made note of somewhere what is involved in this. Hydrocyclones, scrubbers, centrifugal pans. And I made these, or at least set them up, I thought. Somewhere. Somewhere or other. Various locations. Oh yeah, I'm also totally making a lot of limestone now as well. You are the hydrocyclone. You are the scrubber. Scrubber? Did I do centrifugal pans? I don't know. Yes, I did. I remember tailings ponds, so that would be you. So I have the centrifugal pans. High pressure furnaces, which I have, and scrubbers. And then, of course, crushed and powdered, which I'm already doing down here. Crushed and powdered somewhere. Wait, crushed. And then where's the ball mill? There. Into powdered. Crushed into powdered. You're not pulling in all of that. Why? Oh, it's not enough pure sand. That's what it is. It's just not enough pure sand. And this is supposed to be sending its excess up to make filtration media, I think. Something like that. Yeah, pure sand for filtration media through this. And why are you not, like, making remotely enough to get these going constantly? What happened to you? I don't know. Anyway, I will need slacked lime. I would need to bring in the creosote, and I would need to bring in sodium carbonate. Now, sodium carbonate I have on my bus down here somewhere. Somewhere around here. This stuff. So I have to send this stuff to my glass production zone. I have no idea how many machines I need to upgrade this process, and I also need to set up the slacked lime. Need some non-zero slacked lime exclusively from lime and in chemical plants. And I have no idea exactly how much slacked lime I need to process the amount of quartz I need to process. So we're going to be needing to do some math at some point. I have limestone. For lime, I need to place down high pressure furnaces. Do I have any Mark IIs sitting in my car? Probably. So I can go have a look. I don't. But I should have some sticking around. Around somewhere over here. Right here. Thank you kindly for the high pressures. I need to always bear in mind how much limestone is being produced versus how much lime I will be creating. I'll do this right here. Ooh, you're the one who does calcinets. Interesting. Alright. That's good to know. Lime. From coke and limestone. You make 3 per second and you give CO2 that can be vented. I don't need your stinking CO2. I don't need no CO2 from you. Request the things. Actually, do I want to make this go fast? 3 per second. I've got a bit more than 3 per second. I've got more of those up there, so I think I can afford to speed module this. Where's my dudes to bring in the coke? Also, refresh that, make it request more. Oh, There they are. They brought coke from storage places rather than from the provider chest. Oy. Anyway, so there's lime coming in. A bit of lime. Don't need to worry about the thing here. This voids 60 per second, so I'm not worried. Takes in a fair bit of coke per second, though, which is a shame. I think I need to request more. Now, here's the thing about the requests. The more you request, the more robots will be put on order to send stuff into the machine to try and maintain that amount, which means that machines that move faster, the default requests when you shift right-click and then left-click on the requester machine, even though it does adjust to the machine's crafting speed, it does not take into account the extra time for flight of your logistic bots. So you will generally have to increase the numbers a fair bit depending on how far the robots have to travel to deliver into your requester chests, which is why I've done that here, if you want the machine to always be operational. Of course, we are also somewhat limited by the inserter speed here at the moment. If I didn't want to be limited by the inserter speed, I would have to have a second requester chest with the limestone in it, because it's sort of competing here with a single stack inserter trying to feed in all of the limestone. It looks like it can take care of the coke, but it can't also do the limestone, so I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to take the limestone and request a stack there, and I'm going to not request the limestone here. In fact, I will take out the limestone here and stick it in there, although all of the remaining robots that are currently operating will bring their limestone in. That is an unfortunate part of the mechanic here, is robots will not cease their current mission if you change the parameters at the destination. So if they've already decided that they're going to move limestone into this requester chest, they're going to complete that even if I remove the request for limestone, that they will complete it and then move on, rather than recalculate midstream and send whatever they're holding to a storage chest, to the closest storage chest, which is a more ideal behavior, but that would require having to have the robots constantly checking whether or not the order still stands, which would be a drain on system resources, and thus why they don't do that. Because you can imagine several thousand robots flying around, if they have to check on each tick, or even only one tick a second if they do this check, that adds up on processing time, and it can have a very detrimental effect to performance if they have to keep checking. So there is good reason why they don't recalculate midstream once they're on their mission, as annoying as it can be at times. It's just one of those inconveniences for the moment. And I'm just thinking here about how I'm going to get chem plants. I guess I'll handcraft some chem plants, just because I know that we are quite limited by circuit 1s at the moment. Now, things are filling, which is great, as stuff does complete and fill to the max, that will, by its very nature, reduce the amount of... Oh gosh, really? Again? That's the second no message call today. First one on the stream, but second of the day. Highly annoying whenever that happens. You are flotation cells, okay. You are what now? Thickeners? Why do I even need those? And why do you not have... Oh. Yeah, that would help. Yeah, that would help. Restricted the dang requester chest. Yeah, that's not good. Now they're gonna deliver things. Always have to check. Always have to check. I have olefin plants. Good to know. I also have Mark II fluid separators on hand. I do have a lot of stuff on hand. I wish I had more stuff on hand, though. Mark II stuff on hand, I should say. Gosh, the amount of work involved just to get to this point of mass automation. We are over 150 hours in, about 152 hours in, just to get here at Mark II. Not even Mark III, Mark II. Wait, what are you limited by? Circuit 2s. At least that's a fair thing to be limited by. I do have a building making chemical plants. The thing about the chemical plants, though, is that they are an ingredient in many other more advanced buildings. So even though I know I'm making them, the chances of me actually having any in the chest, the provider chest, to pick up is incredibly low. It is incredibly low. Which can be problematic. Let me see. Give me this. I need a space. Good luck. Good luck with a space. I guess I'll do this right up here. I will need some pipe room. You are going to make the beautiful, wonderful slacked lime. Wow, that is a 10 to 1? That's not as bad as I was thinking. It could be. Yeah, that's not so bad. Give me 2 of those, please. Da-da. And give me my deep water well to feed it with the water. And give me the chests here. Yeah, I'll do this like so. Power and... Oh, am I going to even... Ooh! Aw, it's only a gap of 1 there. Sadly. Ever so sadly. So I have to go this way. Actually, should I go to the left? I think I should just go to the left. or the right. I mean, if this has to end up down here anyway, I should just go right and then down. Like, skip the bus entirely. I'm not even using this for anything, really, at the moment, so I will go to the right with you. And it should be crafting it. Now, I'm going to hope that about 50 per second is going to be enough once I get down and start changing things at the glass. Now, as I said, I am going to need some hydrocyclones. I don't think I have any of those on me, do I? I've grabbed some centrifugal pans. May or may not need more than 5. Let's be on the safe side here. Actually attempting to make crystal mines? Sheesh. Hydro cyclones are these guys. Yeah, I don't have any on me. Being made here. Needs classifiers, classes. Where am I making classifiers? Right next door. Classes. Haven't even made a single one yet, because they need like 5 assembling machine ones. And if I had to hazard a guess, I would say that the assembling machine ones are being incredibly limited by the amount of both things that need them, as well as circuit ones. So ultimately stemming from a lack of circuit board ones. I wish I were a fish. No. I wish that there was a way of establishing priority manually on chests, requester chests in particular. Request from buffers, sure, why not? Grab whatever is in various thingies, make stuff. And I will take those with me to manually feed into this classifier thingy up here so I can make a classifier so I can make frickin' hydrocyclones. Hello, autosave. 152 hours. Where'd the doohickeys go? Doohickeys, there you are. Ah, you stole it. At least you put it in the correct location. You took it away from me, how dare you? Also, various places along the way. Ooh. Various places along the way may have circuit board ones just hanging out, doing nothing. Which is why I will go around and have a look-see. Just to check. And reallocate. Manual reallocation. Ooh, iron. Really now? Iron? Oh, the irony? Oh, I know. This would help. Yeah. Stack inserters. Stack size is 5 at the moment versus 2? Yeah. 5v2. Now, as I have also said before, these are required for a lot of things. not just classifiers, although it should be sending some now to the classifiers and then going to the hydrocyclones. So, hey, it's a couple of hydrocyclones. I don't know exactly how many I'm going to be needing. However, I will grab this next one as it is crafted. You also are going to start accumulating classifiers in you. Now you're limited by the circuit boards. That's what you should be limited by, is circuit boards and not assembling machine ones. Most basic of basic assembling machines. I'm thinking I may also have an issue with spaces for my robots right now. I have quite a few robots, but I don't have a lot of places for them to all live all at once. So I'm not making standard roboports. Standard roboports have 3 extra spaces basically versus here for 3 more stacks than a basic. But I'm thinking I'm just gonna place down extra standard roboports in various locations just to use for the extra space to shove the robots that are not currently working, because I have close to 2 grand logistics robots and only a couple of hundred of them are being used at a time. Plus there's another 881 construction bots that are all active right now, placing down all of this aluminium tile, all of these ghosts on the ground, all of this gray area is all set for aluminium tiles. Wow, this is pretty good progress on this front, but yeah, they need to keep on working and finishing what they can get to of that. Lots of work to go. I've got plenty of the tiles for reference. I've got plenty to paint the planet. What it really comes down to what it really comes down to is I may have a deadlock in areas on places they can get to. They're trying to get places I think that they may not be able to reach, which is slowing them down, particularly getting out here. Because the way the robots work is they're trying to take the shortest distance, so if they pick up something from over here with the aluminium tiles to place it down here, they're going to try to fly a straight line, but I don't have my network set up like that with stops along the way for them to charge from here to here. I've got charging stations along the line for here, because I needed to do that, because I was getting robots that were trying to pick things up from down here to deliver all the way up here, and they were getting to a certain point and then going back and then going up and then coming back and then going up and then coming back and then going up and coming back, because this was the shortest place for them to recharge. And they were just stuck doing that forever. And I am afraid that there might be some construction bots that are just as stuck. Alright, where is my vehicle? Right next to me, apparently. I need to get my vehicle to a spot to make running this pipe easier. So I've grabbed, let's see, I've grabbed centrifugal pans, oh, I need scrubbers. I need to grab scrubber. Non-zero scrubbers. Now, scrubbers, I believe, are here. They are the stars. Stars! Where are the stars? Where are the stars? Am I even making the stars? Am I even making them? Here. Here, you are limited by soil extractors, as well as circuit 2s. Well, and you do have circuits. Soil extractors. What is your problem? Probably circuit 1s. Soil extractors, yeah, circuit 1s are your issue now. Did I not have... So soil extractors are another one of those things that get used pretty constantly. So again, I will go around and look for low... Really? I would have thought that this would have had circuit 1s hanging out. Just like you should... Oh, what? You use circuit 1s? I was sort of expecting circuit 2s there, but anyway. That's a good repository, circuit 1s. To toss in some there. Oh, maybe there's... no. Yeah, see how they're going to be taking all of these away and trying to place them up here when I need them placed over here. Up here, right in this. For the scrubbers. Now they should move it to the Mark II, and the Mark II, unfortunately, is limited by circuit 2s, so here, have some circuit 2s. And I will, obviously, accept every single scrubber that gets made. Now you take 1 soil extractor. I'm pretty sure I just placed like 4 of those in there. So I should have more things. You're limited by advanced small parts. Well, funnily enough, I should have those. Like, lots of those. So, here, never run out again, please. Should have all the stuff in there, so yeah, please use the remaining scrubber for me and pull that out. Good! Things. Stuff and things. Let's get this pipe out of assembling machine purgatory. Yeah, figured it wouldn't reach all the way. Guess it was a good idea to have a gap of 2 between all these things here. Alright, my car should be able to get here, at least. Emphasis on should. Hey, we did it. We did the thing. Off we go. So how far to the right? That's the next question. How far to the right am I going to go? Well, I have to definitely dodge the lake, which I think this far out I have. Let's see, if I go all the way to the uranium, that would bring me on the wrong side. So I need to be a bit to the left of the uranium, so right where I see the kimberlite here. I could do landfill to make this a bit more efficiently spaced, but, nah. Nah. Alright. So, it was these kimberlites that I was aligning with. So I can go south from here. Let us go south. Hello, kitty. Welcome back. My kitty Cole. Yeah, you like that spot? Here, have it be warmer. See, this is the issue with having the AC fixed, is that now it's going to physically feel a lot colder than it actually is, because it is colder compared to the heat that we had. And unfortunately, the cat wants a nice warm spot to sit and sleep. So now I have to remember to keep turning back on the heating pad that he sits on my desk, because it turns itself off after every 2 hours. So, yeah, that's problematic. Tempted to just take the other one that's not hooked up, which is older, that doesn't have that safety feature, and just have that and not have to worry about it ever again. Granted, I would probably have to remember to turn it off before I go to bed at night, because I don't think I would want a heating pad on my desk with literal thousands of dollars worth of electronics on it on overnight. Actually, I'm not sure exactly the value of the stuff that is physically on the desk, because the desktop is in a closet, not on the desk. Come on, get through this stupid volcanic zone. Get through, please. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is an unfortunate spacing on that water. Alright. Well, I guess I gotta do that then and go next door. Alright, well, it happens. I happened to pick the exact tile that already had pipe on it. Down we go, and I'm noting here that I will also probably be going right through my tin line as well. My original tin line. Which, hello. What is up with you? You're probably just mined out, right? Yes, you are. You are simply tapped. Fully and utterly tapped out. So, it is time to reposition you. Oh, come on. Place the things. Grab those and put them there. Sure. Power the things! Power the world! Also, why was I full? Why was I full of stuff? Ooh, don't get rid of those, please. So that should help with this tin. Help, not solve. Solving was done right up here. This was the solving of my tin. Although I'm already one dead up here, so maybe not permanently solved, but yeah. I've already supplemented the tin, shall we say. So now, to keep running this plate, and get back in my car. And this will take a few minutes to fully start producing again, now that I have my full yellow belt going. Almost made it. And don't forget, I'll also have to run my creosote in as well. I'll have to determine how much creosote I need, for one. There's also the concept of running an iron line in and completely replacing all of this stupid washing and soil extracting setup. Oh god, again? Are you kidding me? No, I'm about to just unhook that friggin' phone completely. Stupid thing. It's just unfortunate it has to live in this room. I really want, really want to have hard lines through this house so that I can relocate that stupid phone somewhere else in the house. So this house doesn't have any either phone lines or Ethernet lines run in it at all. So right now we have an internet-based phone through Magic Jack. The issue is that needs a hard line into it and then a telephone out to the phone. We can't put it anywhere there's not a hard line, so yeah, that's a problem. And the wireless on the other side of the house is iffy at best, because there is an option of doing something along the lines of some sort of wireless receiver that picks up the wireless and has network switch ports on it somewhere else, but just I mean, I guess there's technically also the option of extending the Ethernet over power, which we're technically already doing, but just If I'm going to do something, it needs to be done correctly, and that involves actually running real Ethernet lines through the house, but that is incredibly expensive to do that. So we start with the centrifugal pan, making no, we start with the hydrocyclone, actually. Hydrocyclone is where we start, making quartz pulp 1 out of powdered and water. Oh, speaking of which, that means I will need these as well. I need to go grab some of these. So we're at least going to be making another trip back. You pretty kitty. But yeah, this will take powdered, which is coming out of here, this stuff. That takes up to 5. This can make 7.5 by itself. I'm not making 7.5. Is the key thing here. I am making... I guess technically I'm making 15 per second out of this. Which, let's see, mining time is 200% on these patches, so... if I go up to 30 here, theoretically 15 is a full yellow belt. And I have apparently 12. See, this is my issue with these. I mean, clearly I'm not actually processing this full yellow belt down here. And yet... no, it's because this isn't fully processing into stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna assume... it looks like I only need actually half as many because there was a, there was an update to the jaw crushers that increased their base speed by a lot, so I actually don't need this many jaw crushers here. I also have like Mark II jaw crushers available, so I can reduce it even further. But I'm just going to assume that I have 15 out. That's 3 crushed quartz out. And that is a 1-to-1. So it's 3. So 1 hydrocyclone is enough to fully process the amount of powdered quartz that I am currently producing. Also, you output gravel as well, so I would need to split gravel off somewhere down here and run it up to be destroyed, and then bring the powdered down. That will make quartz, pulp 1, and tailings. I would need to kill the tailings. It's only up to 50 per second, and that's 1 to 10, so meaning it would be 30 per second. So a single thingy there is fine. Then it's the centrifugal pan to create prepared quartz. From this needs slacked lime. You will be making 30 per second, so that means I need 2 of you to convert 30 to 30 to 30, 1-to-1 on there, going into prepared quartz. Wait. No. No, you make quartz pulp 1. Where's my pulp 2? Pulp 2 is in a scrubber. Excuse me. Getting a bit ahead of myself here. Scrubber! First time using the scrubber. That is an interesting machine. That is an interesting machine. First time using it. Ooh, I'll be needing it for ethylene glycol. Interesting. Alright. And this is water and sand. Oh boy. Sand. That is a lot of sand. Oh my god, that is a lot of sand. And it's half out. Okay, and it is a 50% chance of iron oxide as well. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to be definitely wanting to bring my iron in order to use sand extractors to get the sand. I could do this. I could do this, but thing is, this isn't the end of the sand that we'll be needing. FYI. This is not the end of the sand. Alright, so we get half, so we get from 30 to 15 units of quartz pulp 2 going into prepared quartz at 1-to-1, so 15 prepared quartz, and then from here making purified 15 prepared plus creosote, which I need to bring the creosote into a, let's see, oh gosh, divide by 5, then 10, so 15 over 10.3. 0.3. And then it is the high pressure furnaces that will take in purified quartz, pure sand, sodium carbonate, and coal gas to output all of the glass. All of it. Every single bit of the glass. Like, I'm pretty sure 0.3 is actually going to give me more than a yellow belt. Like, really, more than a yellow belt. Also, let us compare the amount of coal gas. So that is, at most, 37.5. It's not quite that, because that's 0.38, and we're going to end up with 0.3 here. Compare that to 10, which, if they were running at full capacity, is 125, and 12.5 of pure sand to get 5 glass out per second. Doing this will multiply by 3 the amount of glass being produced, more than 3 the amount of glass being produced, as well as needing significantly less of the pure sand and the coal gas. But I will need to bring the sodium carbonate in. I will need to deal with tailings byproducts, which that, again, I can just do that. I can do this. I need creosote in. I need slacked lime. In. I need some water. And otherwise, that's that? Like, otherwise, that's that. I need sand, and I need to send the solid here out into the land of oblivion. So until I get the sand set up, and until I get the, well, the sand and the pure sand set up, I mean, I guess I could just reroute this. I'll have more than enough pure sand. And I should theoretically be producing more than a full belt of sand. Am I even going to be using that full belt of sand? How much do I actually need? So it's a full belt of sand if consuming 100. I'm consuming 50. Not even 50. Not even 50. It's 30. 30, so... yeah. I'm pretty sure what I have now should give me enough sand, and enough pure sand, to feed this. So really, I just need to add water, and I can reroute things. I will have to break all of this, bring the coal gas down, I have to bring creosote in, and I have to bring sodium carbonate in. But outside of that, everything is awesome. I will just do that. You don't produce any other solids. You have a few module slots. a few. Gonna take a bet and say none of this can have productivity. Yeah, like nothing in Pyra ores takes productivity. Don't know why I would even need speed on any of this, so... Unfortunately, I don't have any green modules on me. I would just put green modules in everything at this point. So, pure sand and sodium carbonate. Let's see. I guess for now... Yeah, let me get the gravel done differently. This is highly ugly. It's temporary, because I just want to start with my routing of stuff. No. Start with routing of stuff and things. So I need water, of course. So, let's see, let me just do, like, grab stone water well, run creosote, run sodium carbonate line, belt line, hook up glass to the out belt going out. The rest of this is fluids. You need sand in. The sand will go in there. You just have your slacked lime. You just need creosote. You need the pure sand. Okay, let's run the sand. Let us run the sand now. So of course I will hop you, bring you down. And over. So there's sand. Now for the pure sand. The pure sand, actually, I'm going to hop that, whoops. Yeah, I'm making a mess on the ground. Don't care. Oh, hey, this is pure sand. This is all pure sand. That seems like a waste here. Actually, no, I will keep that as is, but I will do that, and I will prioritize left. Just like I will prioritize, for now, right, to keep that moving. Yeah. When so I'm going to demolish the furnace line here and remove the belts that are here. So this whole thing will go away, and I will have all of my pure sand will come out and down, and it will split and go over normally without any of this nonsense. But first I have stuff to run and stuff that needs power. Alright, so that's the input, and then I need the output. Of the glass itself. So this will be the glass, which I guess I'll do this. Yeah. And again, this from here back will all be demolished, so that will be fine as is. I just need the sodium carbonate, and I need to get the coal gas sorted. The coal gas, I can do that right now. Just send this line down. Question is, how much creosote do I need again? And am I making enough creosote? I know I'm making enough coal gas, because last stream I spent making a setup that gives me over 200 units per second. That is infinitely scalable. Straight up, just, it's lots of buildings, though. Yeah, so just add sodium carbonate now, and water, and power. And then we will be good. So I guess on my way out, this is the creosote line. I was going to look at that. It is 15 purified in 5 to 8. Ew. 40 over 25 times 15 is 24. 24 units of creosote. I do hope I have that. At least, let's say I had damn well better have that, considering I have a full throughput pipe-ish. I have about 1,200 units per second of tar to make that creosote. So, if I don't have enough creosote, which I know I've completely expanded so far, I'm going to be a little sad and then place down a whole bunch of tar extractors. Or tar processing units to get the creosote I need, because I know I have the tar. That is without question. I have the tar. I know I have the tar to feed the creosote. Kill all of these things. Question is... Oh, hello. Hi guys. Why are you not going here? Or here, or here. Go. Here, have a thing. Again, with the whole robots don't recalculate until they complete a task, these guys have all decided they are going to use this roboport to charge. Even if I place other charging stations, they are not going to recalculate that, hey, there's another thing here that's more easily accessible. They're just going to keep queuing until the queue is done. All in the name of performance. Game performance. So now I have to go and run down my sodium carbonate, making actual use of my 210% walking speed tiles. Somewhat use of them, anyway. Pretty sure that this is a little far up. And it's not actually run all that great of a distance currently. Here. No, I just want to make sure that that this is actually what we need. Yep, sodium carbonate. And it's all a matter of just bringing this down. Oh yeah, I mentioned something about having text plates now. That is a thing. You can apparently make uranium, stone, steel, concrete, copper, glass, gold, and iron. That is currently the tiles I can make. Oh yeah, ducts are a thing. I would like to have those. Yes, I would like some ducts, please. Anything else available? Nah. I don't need any of those other techs. They are pointless. Completely and utterly pointless. Also, I should be walking on this belt. Actually, I don't need to be because I have belt immunity equipment on and operating for now. I keep forgetting about that. Alright, how far are we going? Hello, tech. Go away. Here. And where am I? Here. We've got a ways. A good ways to go. Yeah, see how that construction bot is just flying by? And how it just decided, hey, let's go back the way we came. They're not making a lot of progress because they're going diagonal, and then back to charge, and then diagonal, and then back to charge, and then diagonal, and back to charge. Because there's no, like, waypointing system on robot traveling. They're not smart enough to exclusively travel within the bounds of the construction or logistic zones, which is a little unfortunate. And here I am bringing this down all the way to my bend, and I didn't need to. So we are there. I should be able to see the line on the minimap, and I don't. Huh. I can barely see the line on my minimap. There, right there is where I'm going. Alright, let's go to that belt that I just ran, stand right about there, and then do this from the map. So, in case you were wondering how to do this, and this is the 4th lane, right? Yes, this is the 4th. The 4th of the lanes. Which means I need to be 1 up right there. over and plop. Oh. I need more! More. More undergroundies. In the words of Catherine of Sky, more underneathies. There we go. So that is a Lowe's sodium carbonate. Glorious sodium carbonate. Now. Oh. Hello? Dudes. Pretty sure you were going to be bringing me all of that. Things! Stuff and things. Give me the stuff. Thank you for the stuff, and thank you for charging on my brand new thingies that I placed. So slow, so slow. Make it go on, charge, charge! And off you go. Thank you for all the pipe. That is much appreciated. I am very happy that I will never, ever, ever run out of pipe. Creosote is this. Good to know. In line with that, Relesia. So in line with this Relesia, which means, yeah, we'll do that. This is creosote. I need to run creosote up to there. Oh, it's here. It is here already. Oh, that is unfortunate. You don't need to exist. Like, seriously. Creosote! There we go. Thank you, my beautiful robots, for all of the beautiful things. Car! Off we go. Get this creosote in to this glass. And then it's just a matter of power. Oh, and I am forgetting one thing before I get too far. I want... Oh. I apparently managed to pick up the stuff. I could just make these. Alright, off we go! If I did this correctly, everything should be magically hooked up and fine. If I aligned things right, which you've either done it right or you've done it wrong, and chances are either of those is an option. And we did it right. Yay, it is correct. It is correct. Get out of the car, please. Grab that. Place it, doesn't matter, anywhere there. Not like I need a lot of water for this anyway. And, yeah, power. Power to the things. Just gotta wait for the sodium carbonate to catch up. And for all of this to make its way... Oh, hey, water. Right. Maybe I should have that. Like that. go. You're moving. You've got plenty of pulp to process. You send that out. That should be voided just fine. There's our purified. Aha! Dang it. I need more creosote. What was I just saying about the creosote? Well, I had a feeling that I wouldn't have had enough creosote because basically all of it is going into aromatics right now. Even though I know I have the tar to feed more creosote, I just need to place more buildings or upgrade said buildings. So I think that is what I will end up doing, is upgrading said buildings. However, I officially can swap that to right, and I can officially say, hey, do that. Actually, no, don't do that. You are existing just fine the way you are, giving me enough pure sand to do glorious, wonderful, beautiful things. What I will do is say, hey, output left, and stop feeding that entirely. In fact, I will break that and say only go south now on the output of view. I will allow this the opportunity. I'll actually stop that because I will allow this the opportunity to consume the rest of this, and from there worry about other things. So in the meantime, also I want to do that. So congratulations, I've already massively increased the amount of glass. Look at all that glass. Look at all that wonderful glass. Oh my goodness, all this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful glass. More than 15 per second being produced out of this, so more than a yellow belt. I now have all the glass I could ever desire. This is actually a very simple process. Well, it is not as bad as it at first appears. I guess that's how I should phrase this. It is not as bad as it first appears, especially when upgrading from this glass process, from processing powdered into glass. Because it is actually very convenient that it consumes a lot less coal gas and pure sand compared to the previous process. It does consume a little bit of the sodium carbonate, but again, it's a little bit of sodium carbonate. I like those whirlpools. Whirlpool. Every time these things move. And yeah, you're just limited by creosote. Limited by creosote, and yet, still producing the full belt of glass. That is highly, highly convenient. Definitely a lot better throughput than this, right? Right, kitty? Right, kitty? I heard that you've got your breakfast now, it seems. You can go get your food. Do you want your food? You have your food place now, I think. Sounds like it anyway. Folks around here getting up late. Here it is, 11:40. Alright, I think I have non-zero tar processing units on me, but I want to see if I have any Mark IIs made. just cleaning out my inventory while I'm traveling here, since I know that this location that I'm driving up does not have any pipe along the way, although my dudes are still going to try and steal from me along the way. Taking out all the trash. Wow, that is actually not 0 on the Circuit 1s coming up. That is significantly more already. Yeah, go charge. That is one of the convenient things about Pyanodons is the recharging station. Oh my. Unexpected error occurred! We just lost 26 minutes. Dang. Dang. And 1764 was supposed to be the stable version. We're now on 1765, and here we go. Crash, bang, boom, pow. Right a few minutes before an autosave. So that means I have to run that belt again. And that pipe. And the sand, and all that. Okay. Alright, let's do this. So... Fortunately, I don't have to plan what I'm doing anymore. I already know what I've decided to do, and am doing it. It was you that takes the sand. So this should be a fair bit faster this time. Yeah, that's highly inconvenient when that happens. Yes, I know, game. You go all the way down to the doohickey. I will actually have the output here this time. And the reason I want this like this is it makes it a little bit easier just to do that. Yeah, and then I had wanted to... I did this right. Get out. How did I do this again? I've already forgotten. Something like that. While this went down. Then fed into this. I think that's it. That's creosote, that's the lime. That brings that in. The coal gas brought down. go. And then sodium carbonate. Alright. Take 2. Take 2 of running all of this, rehooking up my... could you, yeah, break things, please? Off we go. Why can I not draw a straight line for the life of me? Or just not move my mouse, that would be great. One of these days, I won't move the mouse. Let's use the car this time when running that sodium carbonate line to speed things up a bit. This is actually somewhat convenient that it's being run on this line this time. And let's not forget that I did that. Because that is a thing that I... Oh, really? You're not gonna just let me go through? Oh, and then there was the whole concept of having this as the line here. Of the creosote. Alright, car, save. Make sure we do some more saving. Now I think it was this one next to the salt. That was the line to draw. Pretty sure. I'll just go up to it and then drive on back. Yep. This is the line to draw. Whoops. Now if only I can drive straight. Please, vehicle snap. Hey, be convenient for me. Much faster using the car for this. Should be about where I need to be. Yeah, it's up here. Need to back up a bit. Preferably not get taken away. Right, need more thingies. Exit the map. What do I need for you? Just iron. Hello, Iron. Beautiful Iron. Let's get out of the car, run these remaining undergrounds. Okay, creosote. Time to shine. Just gonna make absolutely certain that that's moving down and it's all connected up, and that's good. It's all good. Run this pipe again and then save this time immediately. And then finish with the hooking up of water and adjusting of belt and adding of power. Then save. Then head over, get the stuff. By stuff, I mean the Mark II tar processing units that I think I should have. Tar processing 1, tar processing 2, I have 20 of them to upgrade my creosote production. That is the goal, as it were. So, power. As we'll start with that. Add water. Water well. Don't forget to run it down. That is, as they say, that. Just have to wait for the sodium carbonate to catch up, and then it'll be a beautiful, beautiful full belt of glass coming out, even with the amount of creosote that's being produced at the moment. And that just leaves breaking that for now. And leaving things as they are. Otherwise, until I run out of this powdered on here, then that will stop operating, and yeah, I can safely remove that if I so desire. Might not physically remove it, but everything is bypassed. So yeah, that is as they say that. Yeah, save there. Just add carbonate, which is on its way. At least it should be on its way. Yeah. Right there. Gotta add some more creosote though, so off we go. Off we go to the top of the bus. Well, top, yeah. Technically it is the top of the bus. Oh, yeah, I also should have still retained that as well. Affixed to that tin. Because this is the top of the bus. Oh, is that also creosote? Interesting. Maybe I should have, pilfered the creosote from the line that's already going out there. Now I've got two separate lines of creosote going out there. I'm going to save here just in case I crash again, because I've noticed that there is a potential that I end up crashing in the same place more than once. Now, I was also... Oh look, you need more water. Because of course you do. Of course you need more water. The game updated, so of course all of the closed loops need more water again. That should be enough for now. Go, go, go. Do the thing. Kill random stuff in the inventory, just like last time. I'm gonna let these guys grab what they want to grab. Although I should have a massive train on its way to pull stuff. Yeah, that's a few. Thank you for taking those stones off of me. Yeah, do the thing, please. Do your business. Should be a lot more. Should be a lot more of you trying to take stuff. Oh, and there's a whole bunch trying to give me stuff as well. That's the other issue here. So where did I get to where I crashed last time? I don't know. I had a feeling it's around here where it had crashed, so I think we might be good. What I'm worried about also is the trip back. Oh, hey. Thanks, guys. Alright. Grab my Mark II tar processing units. Ahem. Save. For the record, today is the 56th day of Pyanodons. 56th stream. Been a bit more than that in terms of actual days of streaming. Because I did this playthrough concurrently, alternatingly with a Angels playthrough. Angels with space extension. So big production base to get through space extension. Although technically I sort of skipped the last 10-ish hours on screen. I just did the last 10-ish hours off screen on that, just because it's a lot of repetition of just scaling the exact same thing over and over and over again. It gets a bit boring, that. This, however, is a lot more interesting just because there's so much more to do. Also, I am happy to see that the thing here, my P-doped silicon, is back up and running. How is the circuit board 2 production going? Fully! Except for you. Why? What? You? You're the one that's taking P-doped silicon. You. Now what? Tin. Yeah, that's about to catch up. I could take this and bring it down here. Here. To help. Alternatively, I could just request the tin because I have that on my network. In fact, I will do exactly that. Exactly that. I just need to find a space. Good luck! Good luck. Yes, this will work. You. There. That's convenient. Convenient spacing, by the way. Just to add a roboport there. It is the same footprint as a pressure pump, so that is highly convenient. Oh, I guess you should be there. And power. And power. And give me just a tinned cable so I can copy and paste the requests across all of these. Oop. Power. And now my beautiful robots will bring them all of the tinned cable that I have. Let's go ahead and do this save again. Resume. Resume. Oh, by the way, I never actually looked at how much slacked lime actually gets used, or paid attention to how much slacked lime is actually used versus how much I'm actually producing. I'm assuming I'm producing more than what I'm consuming at that glass line. Oops. Oops. If I'm consuming like 50 units, that's probably an issue. I'll need more. More! If that's the case. But, no, I think I'm... Whoa, hello, guys. Hello, minions! Thank you for the presents. Thank you for all the gifts. That's quite a few gifts you have there. Yeah. Thanks. They're still gonna try and give me the full 2,000 belt, by the way, so I've still got a lot of belt to go, plus a couple of undergrounds. So they're gonna still be chasing me down, no matter where I go. In fact, I think it's these guys, and they're charging. So as soon as they... Oh, right. I must have left a logistic network. The logistic network, briefly, and... Oddly enough, out of... I was talking about how once robots are on a mission, they don't stop and recalculate if you change the parameters of their destination when that applies to a box. However, requests to you, if you exit the logistics network, then they know that you're no longer in the logistics network, and they will go to the closest storage chest to deposit whatever they're holding that you have requested. And then a new robot, as soon as you go back into the network, a new robot will be assigned to pick up an item that you are requesting. While that same robot that was already holding the item that it was prepared to give to you before you exited the network will always continue to store what it's holding. It won't detect that you have returned into the network, even if you take one step out of it. Also, I apparently need more chromium. Soon-ish. So, creosote. We need more. More and more and more creosote. Creosote is being made all the way over here. I have a little, shall we say. I have a little bit. I have 12 Mark 1 machines. That's 400 tar per second into 320 creosote. I also have 4 of these, making 200 per second on the aromatics. So 320 versus 300 does not leave us with enough to feed that glass fully, which is why there's issues, even though I know I'm making a lot of it. However, going to Mark 2 here, that will help. And guess what? I have enough tar to feed this. I actually have enough tar to feed doing that entire upgrade. In fact, I am tempted to do the Mark II on these, go up to 600, because 40 units would be enough, although I don't know what else is using creosote. And I think I do need more aromatics or other things, although... Nah. I mean, theoretically, what I should be doing is, only burning this if I'm overflowing elsewhere. So I think I'm going to redo this piping. Yeah, I think I'm going to redo this piping as best I can. Wow, this is not easy. Yeah, this spacing sucks. That would not make this viable. Yeah, this isn't particularly viable, but... And the reason why this isn't particularly viable is because I sort of can't connect these easily. Yeah, so I guess I'll leave it for now. This requires a bit more work than I'm willing to do right now. Also, technically, I should back up on creosote. Be sure to, you know, save the game. Alright, now what? I want to visit my glass again. That's what I do desire. I'm going to visit the glass, make sure that that extra... Ah, that was a thing that broke. Make sure that my extra creosote is actually getting there. Can't believe I've finally gotten to this. Is this dead now? Has this finally died? We did it! We actually... Yay. I did it. So, I have successfully murdered about 1 million units of stone and made a bit of landfill out of it. The stone patch is dead. It is as if it has never existed in the first place. So I have plenty of landfill now to last a brief moment. Alright, you are going. Yes, you are. You are operating. And you are backing up. Ah, that's what I wanted to see. That's what I really wanted to see. Yeah. So this is ending up as more than 20. Or more than 15, definitely, which is the full yellow belt out. Yeah. This is, okay. We now have issues. Because I forgot that this doesn't go to a burner line. Oops. I thought this went to a burner line. Alright. Really? Oh, right. I auto-trash the, iron there. Oh, boy. How am I gonna get this here? Or to a burner line? Well, I guess I'll just copy-paste and do this here. Off to the side. I don't... Oh, I do actually have regular inserters. That's cool. I don't have the chests, though. Just standard chests. Don't need that either. There you go. Then I have to pick up all the contamination at this point. So I forgot that the gravel being produced was going into additional sand. Let's do that. Autosave! Additional sand that feeds directly into the pure sand production, which is fine. And it is being input prioritied there, so that will always give me stuff and things. And then you can prioritize right. You've used up all the stuff, so you're no longer operational, which means that you can die. Let's clean up some of the stuff in the inventory. Because I know I'm going to need the space. I can break all of that. All of that, at least. Go gadget nanobots. Nannerbots. Oh right, power. Power helps. Power and fuel. Which is from here. Now, the, thing here... So, excess pure sand production goes to my filtration media production. That's what it currently does. Yeah. Inventory full. I know. Stop complaining to me. Dang, I want my car. Vehicle! Vehicle, let me shove stuff inside of you. For a moment. Forever. And ever and ever. So, the way that this works is I'm supposed to be shoving extra to the filtration media line, and then any extra beyond that goes into this burner line to get burned. Why would I even need to do that in the issue? Why would I even need to do that in the first place? Why would I need to have my... I need to have my purified sand always moving so that I am able to consume the sand being made out of the gravel that is the byproduct of this production. Which is why I wanted to burn the excess purified sand. In the alternative, I could send excess gravel to get burned instead of excess purified sand, but I think I'm going to leave this as is. Yeah, I'm going to leave this as is. I'm going to pick up this line, though. I mean, I can make this look a little nicer by sticking this splitter over here-ish. And then running the line out this way, and then having the other line down here. And just avoiding a big loop, basically. Saving a bit on belt, but... Yes, forever! Forever. Stuff that goes in the car I forget about, and end up not using, like, all of these high-pressure furnaces. And, like, a bunch of Mark 1 stuff that's never going to get used ever. I have circuit 1s in here. I have mining drills in here. I've got all of the random things. All of random stuff. Here, take that too. All of that. Go away. All of it. Just go away. I'll take that. Factories are good. Factories are great. I'll take the factories. So, 40 minutes to do whatever the heck I want. What is next? That was the big thing that I wanted to get done forever. Oh, I know. I was looking for exactly how much slacked lime gets used in this process. Said it was 15 quarts. I think that ended up being 40. What was that again? 50 over 25 by 15. 30. 30 per second. I'm pretty sure I have 30 per second of the slacked lime being produced. I'm going to go ahead and do another manual save. After that initial crash earlier. Now that I've done this now twice, my impressions remain that this is really worth it. This is really good. Like, this is really good. Compared to what it's replacing. To the point that it probably needs to be nerfed. As bad as that sounds, this might need to be nerfed. I don't know. Part of me says it should be intentional, that you get, at this phase, more output than the ore that you put in. because that is what we're doing here. We're taking what is ostensibly a full belt of quartz, or it's not actually technically a full throughput 15 per second. It's 12 versus 15. We're three short. I think it's 15 anyway. That is the thingy. Yeah, it's 15 for full throughput here. And we are at 12. So we're missing 3. So even less than 15 per second on quartz ore is resulting in more than 15 per second of glass. At a cost, of course, of putting in the energy and development and logistics work to do sand, pure sand, coal gas, sodium carbonate, and creosote and slacked lime, and having water in. So a lot of extra things get thrown in, but compared to what it's replacing, what is the actual new thing compared to what it's replacing? What are the new things? Sodium carbonate, creosote, which you should already have, slacked lime. Slacked lime is the, like, gatekeeper, I think, of this process, because it's the first time you're probably going to be working with slacked lime. But in actuality, it's a 1-to-10 ratio from lime to slacked lime, which, okay, we need 30 per second of slacked lime for this, feeding what I have. Theoretically feeding a full belt of quartz, but it's not actually quite a full belt of quartz now. I've done all of my math assuming a full belt of quartz, but it's not. So it's a bit less than that. But even then, at a full belt of quartz ore getting processed, that is 30 per second, which is 3 per second of lime, which is very much doable in a minimal amount of a footprint of space. It is a lot of coke, though. Just to stress that, it is a fair amount of coke. So this glass production is going to use a fair lot of the coke. Also, my dudes are giving me circuit board 2s. Am I actually now making enough circuit board 2s to start filling my chest? I think I'm able to actually start filling my chest. Yeah, I have stuff in the chest. Because I've backed up on this at the moment. And my thingies here, I'll take those. That'd be great. And I'll take those. Yeah, that's also great. How's this doing? They're all operating. Oh gosh, again? 3 times? Three times during the stream that this answering machine has gone off from a call of someone not leaving message. It is the 4th time today that it has gone off, and I don't know why. Who the heck keeps calling this? No one has this number that they're calling to the house phone. Like, literally no one that we know, anyway. should have this number. This is one of the inherent problems I think with Magic Jack is and just in general with phone numbers is that there are previous owners of numbers, and we're getting calls for not us on that number from previous people who have had the number. And that sucks. Alright. Review of what is problematic. So, the glass has, fortunately, allowed the Circuit Board 1 production to kick into higher gear. So the circuit ones should be operating fully, which unfortunately fully means like 3 per second-ish. It looks like they're not quite yet, but we are getting more than what we had before, so it's not quite full throughput yet, because it looks like oh. Really? Really? You have the glass, now you are complaining for even more graphite. Coke. I've got 4 belts in on Coke. 4 belts in. I'm losing a bit because of the making of the slacked lime in particular. That's why this belt is draining, because I am using a lot in the making of lime for slacked lime. So, speaking of the slacked lime, exactly how much do I make of you? Enough. Enough. Only need 30. So that's 3 per second. Maybe I should limit the lime output. That would be ideal, I think. Only making the one thing of the lime, so yeah, that would be good. Limit to that. Let it accumulate the coke. Let this back up and stay backed up to allow more going to the south a bit. Also, it would help to not be consuming as much coke to begin with. How do I stop consuming as much coke as I'm consuming to allow it to be used for things like this, like actually as an item, versus as what it's currently being used for, which is as a fuel? The answer, of course, is to transition my power to these units of this. Units that look exactly like this. So, and, you know, away from units that look like this. Away from the fuel oil-based stuff and crude oil-based stuff, and more towards the very renewable setup here, which this is perpetual. This block. It's perpetual, and it's fed by sunlight. And it is as simple as a copy-paste. In fact, do I already have that copy-paste? Or should I update it? Actually, I don't have this copied yet into a blueprint, so copy that. Excuse me, copy that, I said. Get that in there. I will want to replace the stuff, the water inputs, and have the stone water mills instead. But otherwise, I can plop this down wherever I want. Oh, and it includes a singular roboport. Yeah, anyway. How do I want to do this? Like, and, like, where do I want to do this? Do I just start, like, going bleh, like, vomit all over the map? I mean, I guess I can do that. Vomiting power all over the map. This gives over 100 megawatts, by the way, each. Actually, I think it's like 150 some odd megawatts each of these. So, that's a thing. I'm gonna put this over here. And I want it rotated this way. Make sure pipes aren't in the way either. Yeah, that would be convenient to have that connected. But no, I'm gonna do this here, right here. I will take that. I'm just gonna start like spamming out roboports literally everywhere. No, unfortunate. Now, I think that this does depend on the small electric poles, with their very specific range. So, that is a thing. Also, all of my construction bots are incredibly busy, in case you didn't know. They are quite busy. You there, give me more localized small power poles. You. That, that, and output fully. And I should have both of that available. Do I have my creosote actually all the way up here? Probably not. Like, oh hey, yeah, creosote. Yeah, that'd be good to have up here, all the way up here. Because creosote is also needed for medium power poles, which is slightly annoying, but a thing that exists. I have all sulfur, apparently. Alright, there we go. That, will get that going so that this can get all placed for me. I do have the solar panels that can get placed. This is a separate power network. I can connect you there. That will connect this to the rest of the network. Yeah, place the belt, please, and the pipe. Now these are Mark 1 DDCs, sadly. Not Mark 2s. They don't need to be Mark 2s. Oh yeah, I totally have a red underground there. I completely forgot about that. I should have the electrolyzers. Right, so... This all depends on them having the power to begin with. So ultimately the construction bots will put down this and slowly make their way over. And build things up. Yeah, so you have power now. Technically. Technically, couple of those. Now, the way the priority system works is I think that the construction bots should prioritize building placement over tile placement. The issue being that the actual construction bots are further back on the bus right now, placing the tiles. And some are in the middle of placing a lot of tiles over long distances. So they have to finish placing a tile, then make their way all the way to where the supply is for the placement order that they've gotten, assuming they can even get there in the first place. So that is slightly problematic. I will help them along by grabbing all of the things. Where are my solar panels? And where are my accumulators? I should have these Mark 1 Nextlit accumulators also being produced. Oh hey, it's a full freaking stack of 50. Oh boy. Yeah, go gadget nanobots. Oh. That's all, folks. And it's also night too, so place the things. I should have Mark II combustion turbines made as well. So I will also note a lot of this stuff is also in my car. So I will grab some of this stuff that I know is in my car as well. Things like I think the Mark 1 high pressure furnaces I have in the car, probably some Mark 1 DDCs. I know I've got the 4K tanks being produced. Where is my car? That is a good question. Where? Oh. Way back there. Ah, wonderful. I like seeing a box of iron. Full of iron. Yes, give me stuff. Thanks. Thank you for the stuff. Full things of iron. That means we are pretty much exclusively limited by circuit boards, as well as by rubber. That was the other thing I wanted to get to, maybe, today. Yet again, my rubber desires are pushed back by another day, at least. I really wanted to get around to doing more rubber, but not in the cards today. A DDC, alright. Sure. What about any Mark 1 electrolyzers? No, you have Mark 2 electrolyzers, not Mark 1. Sad. So sad. Anyway, I guess I'll grab the car while I'm here and drive to where I want to go. 18 more minutes in the stream. Just for reference. I should have a bunch of solar panels in storage chests. So I'm not worried about how many I currently have, because I know I have them in storage chests. I apparently also don't have enough efficiency modules for stuff and things. That is okay. That is perfectly alright. You there. Yeah, pick up 12. So there are construction bots that are set to pick up these small power poles. I'm going to go ahead and have my nanobots place all of them. Then, of course, I'll go grab any electrolyzers, Mark II thingies, these cooling towers. See if I can even remember all the stuff I need. Yeah, it's like you should have power. You, however, won't. And you, well, act... Wait, why don't you? Oh. Yeah, see, that would help. One tile away. One whole tile. But yeah, that should be getting powered from my full network. Like, excuse me. You should have power. Yeah, here's my construction bots. They are placing down from my storage the remaining solar panels. So that's good. They've started working on that. Hey, we're even getting the efficiency modules sent in. Does that mean that this has all of its efficiency modules? It does! Yay! We made all the efficiency modules. Next, let's not forget that I do need to feed water into that whole setup as well. Let's see, I'm making power stuff up here, power-related stuff. That includes the powerhouses and the, excuse me, the combustion turbines and the cooling towers. Maybe have a few more cooling towers. Also, electrolyzers. Where am I making those? Right around here. Oh, I am apparently lacking labs, which are lacking in the circuits. You have all of it, which means you also have electrolyzers. A lot of things require labs. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Or shall I say, a couple of things require labs. I'm not sure there's a lot of things, but more than just that one thing requires labs as an ingredient. Which can be a little bit annoying. Don't even know why I have these still sticking here. Yes, just helping my construction bots out a bit. You there. So I need one there. I need... Ah, that's unfortunate spacing. I need one there. I need one more. I need one to feed this line. And then I need to fill a tank. A tank? Yes, a tank. This tank. Where was the... Here. Hmm? Scusi? Wait, how many... 19. Yeah, you don't need to be there. You need to be... You need to be here. Yes, you need to be there. And then this needs to fill up. Fill the tank! As full as possible because, you know, that whole glitch with closed loop systems losing water that I have been experiencing is very problematic. Let's fill it up to about half, 20k ish, and then I'll break this again. Of course, all of these little indicators here are just for the 2+ modules, efficiency modules. You're good now. Break that. Am I carrying around any? Nope. Not anymore. I even put them in this? I even put them in the sinkholes? Jeesh. Did I stick them? Yeah, I sure as heck stuck them in the gas vents too. Whole 5 kilowatts on the gas vents being consumed. We are efficient. We are highly efficient at the production. Alright, well, you've got combustion mixture. You are filling, and then it will overflow. Right. So this will be a thing. It's missing 3 of the electrolyzers, but that shouldn't honestly be much of a problem. Just as long as I've got the power to feed into all of the things, which it absolutely does. It has more than enough power, and the accumulators are charged. So this little solar array is more than enough to power all of the individual buildings involved with producing the power, the combustion mixture, I should say, that feeds into the Mark II turbines. It will feed into both of these turbines and have 2 tanks full of combustion mixture. And then, let's see, 5. This is 52%. So 5 by 56.1. 5 by 56.1 by 0.52. That is 145.86 megawatts. That is how much each of these little units that I can just copy and paste anywhere, everywhere, with enough water for them. Just send water. That's how much they're producing to the rest of my network. 145 megawatts each. For reference, that's... Oh, yeah, that's like 6 particle accelerators that I can run off of that with efficiency modules in them. Yeah, so it's a lot. And you don't even have to consider how much energy is being consumed by the individual buildings in the block itself because it's all getting powered via solar panels. So this is, I think, my favorite way, or my favored way of producing energy at this point. There are many, many ways of producing energy in Pyanodon's mods. Oop, I am full. I be full of things in my inventory. My inventory be full. Full of inventing things. Okay. So what I'm doing is trying to get to the point where I don't need to operate any of the fuel oil based stuff here. That's what I am attempting to do. So I just added 130 some odd, or 145.86 megawatts of power by doing that. This, for reference, how much is this producing? Well, it is 10 by 56.1, so 561 by 0.8, which is 448.8 megawatts. That's how much this is capable of producing onto the network. So, as long as I have at least that much able to be produced through other means, preferably through my little blocks here, preferably through these blocks, I will be able to demolish that and or switch it to something else. Preferably demolished. I don't want to be basing my power off of something that is inherently not particularly renewable. And definitely something that consumes a crap ton of coke. Those powerhouses are consuming more than a full line of coke to keep the production going. So moving to something, these little self-sustaining units that the blueprint of this unit itself, minus the water wells, of course, here, but the basis of this has been posted on the forum for Pyanodons. This is the Mark II variation. There's a Mark I variation. I did not make this. It was made by someone else. I took the blueprints, and I am adapting them to my purposes. It automatically comes with a separation of turbines compared to the rest of the network for the specific purpose of being able to power them through something like solar for the actual buildings themselves. It is highly convenient that they are developed in that this was made in that way. But that being said, the blueprint was made with pie block, and all of the pipe involved in it is wrought iron pipe, which is specific to pie block. So, and they used water fill of some description through the explosive excavation mod, I believe. So the blueprint actually includes segments of water to be blasted through the explosives that are added through explosive excavation to get water. and has actual offshore pumps placed in there. So if you're doing a copy and paste of that blueprint, set of blueprints into a base Pyanodon's game without PyBlock, you will not be able to import any of the wrought iron pipes, so any of the standard pipe segments, any of them in any of this, as well as the water fill if you don't have explosive excavation installed. Um, So you're going to have to manually go in and place every single one of these regular pipes. I personally upgraded everything to Neobium because that's where I'm at in this playthrough. I also, on the Mark 1 version of this, it appears that this was done in the Mark 2 version, but I output ash into the burner. The Mark 1 version has an ash line that goes out, as well as the little iron oxide line that can go out. Excess iron oxide gets burned, but the excess ash doesn't really have a place to go. There's something about the excess ash that I had brought it back in to keep burning. I think it's ash that gets produced out of this needs to go back into this, and ash from this needs to go out and back in to this. So, anyway, hello, kitty. Hi. Hello, I see that face. Can you see the face? Yeah? Can you see the face? Here, can... Oh, yeah, Kitty gets blocked. There he is. There he is. There he is. There's a kitty behind the game. Anyway. Yeah, he's interested because he knows that it's just about that time. So, because it's just about that time, let's review what got done today before ending things off. So, the primary thing that I wanted to get done today that I did get done was to extend my quartz production to actually have a full throughput belt out. So now we are making the purified quartz or whatever it's called. And got rid of what was there before. So now it's consuming less coal gas as well as less pure sand and less sand. And after everything has been fully backed up here, now I have plenty of pure sand for my filtration media. I'm now consuming some of that. I'm now burning some of that pure sand to keep the gravel being destroyed. But yeah, so I finished. I did this setup. It ended up being a very good, nice setup with very few machines required. It's just like one all the way down the line. One scrubber, one wait, what was it first? One hydrocyclone, so hydrocyclone, scrubber, uh uh blah, what the hell is the name? Centrifugal pan, two centrifugal pans, one for each, a separate step each, and then the high pressure furnace at the end for the output. A Mark II high pressure furnace that is actually able to make more than 15 per second on glass. I just sent out a single yellow belt of it. Also made slacked lime and lime for that matter. So lime is being made and slacked lime out of lime is being made. It's actually just lime to slacked lime. That's pretty simple, and it's a 1 to 10 on units. I only need 30 per second. I'm capable of producing over 50. And then I decided, hey, let's paste down another unit of power. That gives us like 145 megawatts of power. After placing down, let's say if I place down and am able to like construct 2 more of these, that I think would be a good goal to have. Put 2 more of these down to have 4 of them, plus this one out here, the Mark 1 variation out here that is subject to lots of death spirals. But anyway, once I do that, I will be able to go over and safely deconstruct this setup that I have, which is what I want to do. I want to deconstruct that setup as well as this and the one that I have that's aromatics right here, this aromatics little bit, as well as the one that is hydrogen that exists somewhere down here, right here. I want to get rid of this as well. So lots of things, but next time, because I have to wait on buildings to be constructed anyway, and because I do need more circuit 2s, next time I'm going to be focusing A on rubber and B on circuit 2s. I want to get around to the rubber because that is another one of those larger bottlenecks currently, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, it's not. Because we're so backed up on the circuits, on needing circuits, I should say. We need so many circuits that the belts aren't a problem. It's everything else. What even is? Oh, duralumin? Why? What's with the stuff now? What's with the aluminium now? What? Excuse me? I'm using less coal gas now. Why? I probably broke a pipe? Ah. I did. I'll go ahead and fix that next time. But with that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/otakushowboat to leave a follow and turn on notifications. Thank you so much for the follow just now. To know when I go live, every Sunday through Friday from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. I hope to see you all on the next one.